man,
dude.
Long one tonight, guys.
Long one. Yep.
Buckle in.
Too long.
We could. I mean, there's probably at least 45 minutes we should cut out of this one, right? Like we weren't super nice. I don't think.
In this one, we find the line and then we just walk right over it a few times.
Matt's gonna be like, "What do you mean? That wasn't that bad." He's like,
yeah.
Oh, he's gonna love it.
Yeah. So
I stand by all my statements. I just want to say before we start, I'm not a homophobe. I'm not a racist. I feel bad for people with terminal illnesses. Just a couple of things I wanted to throw out there.
Yeah. It's a good episode. It's fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to take a shower at this point.
Yeah.
Just kind of wash this feeling
Drown
off.
myself in the bathtub.
All right, guys.
Yeah, listen up.
Have fun. Have fun with this one. Know that we're obviously fucking idiots, and we're just trying to make you guys laugh. A few times.
Yeah, leave a comment, your favorite, most offensive part, and then tell your friends so we can get canceled. That's my goal at this point.
It would be kind of cool if I looked at Twitter and we were somewhere near the top 100 billion trending.
Two fucking idiots speak out on, whatever. So
yeah.
Listen up. We appreciate you guys. Leave a comment down below. Send us an email, twofuckingidiots@gmail.pod. twofuckingidiots@gmail.com.
Whatever you want to put, it's fine.
Yeah, you're not going to listen to us ever again after this episode. So let's get it started.
All right, let's do this.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two fucking idiots.
Hey, dude, I saw something the other day that I have not seen. Actually, I've seen it before. I just never seen one that was so interesting to me.
Was it at an apple orchard or?
No. I'm not telling the same exact story as last time. We should do one time.
Just the exact same.
The same podcast. Just fucking get a transcript. We can just fucking redo it all. No, dude. Outside of our window was the most vibrant, fucking amazing rainbow I have ever seen in my life.
Really?
I don't give a fuck about actual rainbows. Who cares? Refracted light, whatever. Everyone in my life has always been faint and you don't even really notice it. And if you kind of squint, you see it.
Kind of see it, yeah.
Dude, this one was fucking legit. I could have climbed onto it. It was
really.
Dude, I took a picture of it. It's not gonna do it fucking justice. But I could not help. When we first got out to Reno, I remember thinking, these mountains are fucking cool as shit to look at.
Yeah.
Because I'm not used to seeing it. So, I mean, still, I'll look and I'll be like, damn, those fucking big rocks. What a cool thing to look at. This one, I was texting people. I was like, see the rainbow?
Did you see this fucking rainbow? It was over the mountains, you said?
No, it was the way it was hitting looked like it was right, maybe, I don't know, 100 yards from the window. And it was just thick and juicy, just right in front of you. It was fucking cool as shit.
I've kind of thought this for a while, but I've never said it. I just think that Reno is way fucking gayer than Illinois. Do you know what I'm saying? Their rainbow game is on point.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Steph agreed with me. Everybody was outside looking at it. It was, I don't know.
Lil Nas X was doing the dog walk across of it.
Dude, to me, there are moments in your life where you never forget, and that one I will probably forget. But for real, it was cool shit. I just never seen one that vibrant to me. I didn't know what I was missing, And then when you see it,
I'm so happy for you that all of these great things are happening in your life, Jordan. I'm so fucking happy. Okay.
You know what? It actually makes me think. I know how religion got started because back in the day when they had no idea what fucking anything was, something like that rainbow happened and they were like, uh-oh, we need to write a book about this fucking thing because there's no way that that's something that happens normally. So that was a religious rainbow.
I could it made you almost believe in a higher power. What
yeah,
you're saying.
For real.
I was so close.
I mean, it's right there. It looks fucking legit.
Climb that to heaven. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So.
Damn.
Not
Dude,
bad,
that's
man.
insane. I don't know. I've seen double rainbows, but not anything.
This one was a double rainbow, but
it was a double as well.
The double was like a fucking rainbow.
It was like a regular.
Yeah, it was just like a normal rainbow, and then the big one was just like Shaquille O'Neal, fucking in the neighborhood. It was cool as shit.
It was like your average rainbow, and then like a BRD, a big rainbow dick, right? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what we're saying?
Yes, it was awesome.
Was like Wee Man dressed up as a leprechaun, just like whipping gold chocolate pieces at people?
Dude, if that was shining on like, I don't know, a rock or something, we would all be worshiping that rock right now.
Oh,
like
yeah,
it just it was cool as shit. I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, lightning strikes the ground next to you when you're like having sex with your neighbor's wife or something. You're going to think that God did that.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure.
You're like, eating too much and a tornado comes and kills your family. You're going to be like, gluttony. It's a sin, bro. We can't do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, who are you to tell me? Were they just trying to keep people thin and trim back in the day? They're like, you can't fucking eat too much. You can't be lazy. Mortal sins is what those are.
I had a person in high school totally ruin my thoughts on religion and a couple of, other things. And
sure,
I think he was taking some sort of class where the Greek mythology or something like that. I don't know what fucking class that was, but he was like, yeah, they created this shit so that people would be like calm and maybe not kill each other, so that the fucking god of corn would let your fucking crops grow. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Literally that one fucking like 2-sentence fucking thing that he said to me, I went home just like in a daze. Like, wait a minute, what? I was like, okay.
I've always kind of been like a little iffy with the stories in the Bible anyway. Kind of like, I don't know about that, but I would say for a long time, and even now, I don't know, dude. I'm not definitive enough as a person to like really decide if I believe there's a higher power or not. Do I think if I married a man, I'm going to hell? Fuck no. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, we can't even decide what we want for dinner every day.
Yeah.
Like, I can't definitively choose anything in my life. So
listen, I tried anal one time in my life, okay? And I know two things. One, I'm going to hell. Mm-hmm. And two, it's hard to sit down the next day. All right, you know what I'm saying?
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Oh, that was...
The moment Robbie mentions his butthole is when we start the show.
Is that what it is? It's got to be every episode a couple times.
Pretty much. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to the show. Two fucking idiots. I'm Robbie.
And I'm Jordan.
And we're the two fucking idiots.
Yep.
Dang it.
Damn it.
Do you say it second?
I don't know.
Should I start with let's try it again.
Okay.
I'm Robbie.
And I'm Jordan.
And we're two fucking idiots. We're delayed.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Can somebody please write us a fucking copy so that we can fucking just be on the same page?
So we know what's up.
Maybe Gerardo. Maybe, I don't know.
He's
an
Gerardo.
He's an email fiend right now.
That's true. That's true.
Just
send us another email, and then I'll have someone translate it, and then you know what I mean. I'll read it on the pod. I can't wait.
Yep. Episode 59, bro.
That's right. Episode 59,
and that is special for what reason?
Oh my gosh, it's so special.
Special.
I'm fucking sick and tired of this bullshit. Can I just say that right out of the gate? Like, I don't know.
I look forward to it, but it is
Me too.
It's way more than a burden, like more of a burden than it is a fun thing at this point.
It's gotten 1 second shorter every week, and now we're like, yeah, Mike Ditka. So anyways, I pierced my left nipple with an alligator tooth, and you're like, what? That has nothing to do with Mike.
It started with such good intentions, I feel.
I know, and I won't give up on it. It's like most of my relationships. As long as it's being honest to me, then I'll just hold on to it forever, no matter how toxic it gets. Yeah. So anyway, 59. We had a couple options.
Yeah.
There's a Bears player, Danny Trevathan, whatever.
Yeah.
But we wanted to dedicate this episode to one very special guy who probably comedically really shaped our lives, if we're being honest.
For sure. Kevin James. What?
Kevin, will you watch your fucking mouth, all right? Is he still back there?
He's somewhere. I don't know where he is right that second.
Yeah, good. He was creepily watching me while I was sleeping.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, this one goes out to Steve Carell.
Steve Carell is 59 years old.
59 years old. That's
and he
crazy.
Looks good as fuck, dude. Let's be honest.
He looks good. If you look back, he's got it going on. You know what I mean?
For sure. He's got a schnoz on him, but
hey, I mean, the better to sniff you with. I don't know. If that's a thing you're into.
Yeah.
Like a dog sniffing your hair.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, not only that, but his serious roles are so good. Just like you can tell he's a really deep thinker, and he's just so quick and so hot. What a dilf. You know what I mean?
For sure. Just the funniest fucking guy of all time. The way he can like keep a straight face when he's doing the most ridiculous shit ever is, I mean, I love The Office. So it's just, I have so many moments in my life where like serious shit is happening. You know, people are in the hospital, you know, bad things, stuff that jokes do not need to be made.
Sure.
And I can't tell you how many times I've been like, this reminds me of one time in The Office. Like I have just too much of that in my life. But it's not my fault. It's a funny show, and I love Steve Carell. So,
dude, somehow that show perfectly bridges the gap between like complete and utter ridiculousness.
Yeah.
But like the characters are just believable enough. You know?
Sure.
That's why to this day I have never watched Scott's Tots. I've never watched that episode, dude, because I can't. As soon as like 10 minutes in, they're like, "This is Michael Scott who's paying for our college." I'm like, whoa, can't watch this anymore.
I'll be honest. It's not my favorite episode, but it's not because it's not a funny episode.
Yeah.
It's just so cringy.
Can't do it.
For those of you who don't watch The Office, I'm not even going to tell you because you need to watch The Office. So
yeah, just watch it. But him in Crazy Stupid Love was so good. The character he played.
Dude, 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like,
I mean,
the fucking funniest movie of all time. Like,
I
he's
just
so
rewatched
goofy.
it recently, dude, and it's just still so good. Stands the test of time.
It does.
I don't know. It's truly amazing, and I love his ability, similar to Robin Williams, to be so goofy and so off the top funny, but also be able to like be vulnerable enough to show their emotions. I feel like that's how I am as a person. I try to be.
Yeah, I mean, everybody should try, right? Yeah. That actually leads me to something about acting that I had a thought the other day. So, have you seen House of Cards?
I think the first season.
Okay, just doesn't matter.
Yeah,
the fucking bald guy that like helps out Kevin Spacey. That guy.
Yep.
Don't know his name. Sure. Sorry, sir.
He looks like Tyson Fury, but like 300 pounds lighter.
Yeah, skinny and like just not
bald
fighting person.
Yeah.
Anyway, that guy in that show to me is a very good actor. Like he does some cool shit. He's like serious. He's like it's drama. It's dramatic how he acts. Who the fuck knows who that guy is? I don't know. Well, the other day I was watching Sopranos because I'm almost done with the series for the millionth time. And that dude is in an episode. And he's just a character actor. He's nothing crazy. No. But I just remember thinking, like, is every actor good? I don't... Because there are so many shows and movies that obviously your Tom Hankses, your fucking, Ryan Reynoldses.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, I'm happy to see that guy. But sometimes there's a character or somebody you've never heard of that is awesome.
Blows you away.
And it's just like, I don't understand how it works. I think everybody's good or something. I mean, I don't know how it works.
It's like the NFL, dude. It's like the NBA. You know, there's people that couldn't probably shine some of these NBA players' shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they'd want to. They're like basketball shoes, but that could just smoke 99.9% of the population in basketball.
Sure.
You know, they're
the Brian
so
Scalabrine of acting.
Yeah, basically, right? Because he was good in the NBA, can beat anyone. People were talking shit, and he fucking traveled the country, right?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos of him just like one-on-one destroying people.
Just dominating.
And it's like
people.
he's not dominating the NBA, but
no.
He's better than your average fucking good player. So
yeah, keep the white mama's name out your mouth. We're talking about Brian Scalabrine, but yeah, there's so many great actors. I saw so many great acting performances, like in high school and like in college. It's CLC, College of Lake County.
Yeah,
I'm fucking amazing at everything that I do, and I'm not famous.
Do you know what's even more interesting to me? Actually, is good actors are so good that you fucking lose them in the story. Like they're just they are those characters. But bad actors, aka when celebrities are cameos in anything in their life, are so bad that it's like you can't even pay attention to the story at all, because you're just like, why is Peyton Manning why is he the water boy in this fucking commercial? I'm so confused.
Well, first of all, put a little respect on Peyton Manning's name. He's the commercial king. Secondly, Marshawn Lynch has been doing a bunch of new commercials,
sure,
like for Subway and stuff. And it's so funny because I've watched some stuff that he's done, and I love him as a person. He just seems super cool. He did an episode of Bar Rescue. He like his own restaurant that was failing. John Tapper came in and like fixed it or whatever. I'm still not sure what his last name is. It's either Tapper, Taffer, Tafferty or something. So I'm always like,
sure, Tapestry, cool,
John Tapper. And now he's in this Subway commercial, and it's like he's got to be being himself. Have you ever seen him in the League? The League cameo?
No, I don't think so.
Where they're like, "Hey, toss me a beer." He's like, "I'll just run it over."
Oh,
they're like, "No, just toss it."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, we're like what? We're 10 feet away from each other. Let me just walk it right over to you. That'll be fine." So funny.
Pete Carell will never live that down.
Never ever. But anyway, now that we've gone the fuck off on a few things just to get started, how was your week? What have you been up to?
Just work. Steph and I carved some pumpkins yesterday.
Cute. Sawyer and I carved a pumpkin yesterday.
You know what's funny? I am over everything in my life. The idea of putting my fucking hand in that fucking gross ass fucking pumpkin was not something I wanted to do. But you know what you do when you're in a relationship? You just do what she says.
A bunch of shit you don't want to do. That's for sure.
She was like, "Let's do it," because there's like a little like contest at work, and like she's pretty involved with most things, which I just don't want to be involved ever. Yeah. Like I'm just like, leave me alone.
She's the perfect yin to your yang or whatever.
Yeah, she's like the yes man of our relationship. Where I'm like, I said no, and she's like, I said yes. I'm like, God damn it,
shit.
I'm like, I guess
want to wear pink tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So she was like, let's do it. So a couple of years ago, I think I had a Facebook memory a couple of days ago about we were all at Stuke's house fucking carving pumpkins. Okay. And I'm like semi-artistic. I can jot some things down from time to time. And
hell yeah.
Randomly, I just guessed I was looking at a picture of Bowser, and I drew like what I thought would be a cool pumpkin design for him. And it ended up being pretty good, honestly, for being freehand, and honestly not even thinking about like, does this shape have to stay or does it have to go? Like, that shit's fucking confusing.
Yeah.
So I have that in my mind while we're carving the pumpkin. I'm like, dude, I'm going to fucking trounce Bowser this time. I'm just going to go off. I'm going to fucking look up something and I'm going to be crazy. And I don't know what it was.
Like the shaving on the outside of like his different colors of orange. Yeah.
Like I want to be impressive. So I like look up a design for Scrooge McDuck. And I'm like, dude, that would be fucking baller. And I start drawing it freehand. And I just realized I lost it somehow. I couldn't. I just wasn't in the mood. Maybe I have no idea. So I was tired too. It was like 8:00, and like we go to bed like at like 10, and I'm pretty much in bed by like 9:30 because I'm just fucking exhausted. And it was like kind of, getting to the point where I'm like, all right, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull off a good Scrooge McDuck, and I'm not putting a like Scourge McDuck out there.
Yeah.
I need a fucking good one. So I just went classic Harry Potter logo, just HP, fucking pretty easy, giant block letters, right?
Sure.
Turned out pretty well. Steph, on the other hand, was super ambitious.
Good or bad?
Dude, she had a whole thing that said Happy Halloween written on her pumpkin. Huge letters, looked awesome. She goes to carve it out. She types in, or she cuts out the word ha, basically, before she's like, this is going to take forever. Like, I'm not going to be able to do this. So she's kind of panicking a little bit, and she's looking for help. I told her to just keep the ha, cut out a tiny like period, and just draw a huge speech bubble around it and be like, it's a laugh or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like something as a joke. But
Yep.
she was like, I don't want to do that. But the way that the H was kind of shaped kind of looked like a bat wing to me. And I was like, you're doing the Batman logo. And she's like, what? And I was like, give me your fucking pumpkin. I like drew it on there for her and just like cut it out. And I was like, boom, done. We're done. We're going to bed. Goodbye.
Bedtime. Yeah, done with this. She's like, that's where it balances out. It's like, I'm sure there's times where she's like, no, we have to do this thing. And you're like, fine. And then it's fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's times where you're like, no, you're doing the fucking Batman logo or going to bed. And as you're laying down for bed, she's like, yeah, I am pretty tired probably. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You're 100% right, because there are times like we went to an antique store one time with her sister, maybe her mom too, I can't remember, and I was so fucking dreading it. I was like, please no. Because they fucking live for that shit, and
probably look for like 7.5 hours, dude.
Literally,
they're the
I'm
type. They're the
I'm
kind.
just standing near the register, like, God damn it, we don't need whatever they're looking at. But then when we got in there, I actually had a lot of fun because it wasn't like macaroni art like they're typically looking for. Just like it actually had some cool stuff that I was like, wow, look at this like old toy that I used to have, or you know what I mean? Like it was cool. So there's definitely instances where her input kind of makes me like do things that I don't want to, and it ends up being great.
Of course.
But then on the flip side, there's also some things where I do, and I'm like, I can't believe you would ever make me do that.
Ever again.
It was the worst thing in my life. So thank you.
Don't worry, sitting down gets easier after a day or two, Jordan. So
what did you guys cut?
Oh, just actually Sawyer did it. I just was there to like make sure his knife wielding was. He used a butter knife.
Oh, okay.
But it's like even that has a tiny bit of serrated on it, and I'm trying to teach him good habits so that way years down the road he's not going to open a bale of hay for some reason and like slice his finger off.
Yeah.
And I trash. He's got trash pumpkin knife handling skills. So I just held the pumpkin and let him carve it out himself. Yeah. And he did a good job. Just a little one bigger eye, one like kind of lazy eye, maybe like a Bell's palsy or something. And then the teeth were just like straight, and then two little fangs.
Nice.
And I just finished up the bottom lip because he was like exhausted, because cutting through a pumpkin with a butter knife is not easy. Dude.
For sure, dude. You might as well just give him another pumpkin to try to cut it with.
Literally. He's like, can you just finish that just straight across the bottom? I'm like, yes, I got
dude,
you.
I actually, when we were doing the Batman logo, I went to go to the garage and get my fucking jigsaw out to just cut it. But we have so much shit in our garage right now. I couldn't even get to where I wanted to go. But I did find a drywall knife, which is basically like just a bigger version of a fucking pumpkin knife, basically.
I literally just bought one this evening at Menards, which is funny.
Yeah, so I had one, and I came in and stuff's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, cutting your fucking Batman logo. And I'm like,
9 inches long. Was it like super long too?
It's probably like 7 or 8 inches, maybe. I don't know. I mean,
which is like what, like that, right?
Yeah.
If this is 6 inches, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that? Like 7 or 8?
Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure.
I'm actually remodeling my basement on Sunday.
Nice.
I picked up all the tools and stuff that I need. I picked up the insulation today, and then tomorrow they're actually delivering the whatever you call it.
Lumber?
No, the
drywall.
Drywall.
Gotcha.
And so I've got my staples. I'm going to staple in all my insulation. I've watched some YouTube videos on it, and I think I know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Got some gloves, got some goggles, got a mask for the whatever. The insulation's made out of fiberglass. Yeah.
Do you know what's really good about fiberglass? It's literally glass. It's literally terrible. We went to McDonald's one time as like a high school fucking group,
Sure.
So we all ordered like a fucking.
Like you and Steph and a bunch of high school kids went? Or,
yeah. It was a couple days ago. Not too bad. No, it was back in the day. There was a fire hydrant with a like plastic fucking wavy whatever you call that, like a flag almost. Not it doesn't have a flag, but it's just like a big thing. And as a joke, because why would you not do this? I don't know why I did this. I grabbed that entire pole and like basically pulled my hand all the way down to the base, which sounds awesome on audio.
Yeah. Okay. And say it again, but slower.
So I took my hand and
oh yeah.
I don't know if I can do it while you're like
Okay, sorry. Start over again.
So I took my hand, grabbed the top of the pole, and just slid it all the way down to the base.
All the way to the base?
What I didn't know was that entire pole was like splintering with fiberglass. I'm sure it was either made out of fiberglass or maybe the coating. Who knows?
Yeah.
Dude, my hand hurt for like a month. Like, I swear to God, I had literally just glass shards in my fucking hand, microscopic glass shards. It was the worst thing in my life. So please don't eat the fiberglass or rub it in your eyeballs. Or
I bought some tarps to put like over my bed and like over the couch. You know what I mean? And
sure.
I'm obviously going to try to move stuff out as much as I can. It's funny you talk about glass in your hand because this is actually the anniversary of when I put my hand through that glass door. Do you remember that?
At the mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember.
Someone posted and was like, that's what happens when you say LGW. How do you want to say it? I know it's not true, but whenever, you know what I mean, we've ever said it, as things have gotten crazy, but it's, let's get weird. I'm not saying it louder than that. LGW. And, it was late, and there was a half-naked girl in my bed, with whom I don't think that I really wanted to have sex with, but, when you're talking about a half gallon of jungle juice and just a party at your place that goes swimmingly, you feel like you're on top of the world, right?
Sure.
So it's like my brain and my heart were two different things. My brain was like, don't do it. My heart was like, we're going to do it. So I think subconsciously I didn't remember how to close the door on my room. Yeah. And I was like trying to slam it shut. But really, if I just lifted it a centimeter and pushed it in, I could have locked it, which is what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like slam it shut, and I hand through the window, right? Have I ever told this on the podcast? I know you know the story, but
I don't think so.
I don't think so. And I remembered back to when I was in 7th grade and the 8th graders went on the Owls trip, which is like a ropes course and whatever.
Yeah.
This girl, Megan, put her hand through glass. And remember Matt Stykes? No?
I don't think so.
He's hit the life jackpot. Just like married his high school sweetheart who was like nice, funny, and still just as gorgeous as she was, in high school. It's like a fire chief or something. Anyway, this is probably, he was bred for success. Pulls out like a belt, hits her with a tourniquet, right?
Wow.
Yeah, slows the blood so that way she doesn't. It makes sense why he's like a fireman and an EMT. But I remember them saying in middle school, she didn't hurt herself when her hand went through the window.
Yeah.
She freaked out and ripped her arm back, and that's what cut her so bad on her arm.
Sure.
And so fucking 12 years later, yeah, right, fucking stupid. 12 years later, drunk as a fucking skunk, my hand goes through the window, and I was like, Megan Venturi. And I did not pull my arm through. I waited a second and then slowly pulled my arm back through. Thank God, because I still fucked myself up, but it could have been so much worse.
Sure.
And so I like walk out, and everyone's like, Robbie, why is that girl in your bed? Why is there blood all over the place? I'm like, listen, guys, I need Pat. And they were like, you got to go to the hospital. I was like, I'll ask Pat, thank you. Because he was my roommate at the time. I just trusted him. So I walk downstairs where he is, tracking blood all through the house. My arm is just like pouring blood at this point. I've been drinking basically ethanol. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jungle juice. And I'm like, do I need to go to the hospital? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So I walk upstairs, and luckily Mike Finch was getting ready for his first MMA fight, so he hadn't had a drop of alcohol to drink because he just wouldn't. Maybe his second MMA fight, but
so he beat your ass. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucked my ass up.
He fucking triangle chokehold you right there.
Yeah, right.
You couldn't fucking defend yourself.
Oh my gosh. And I was like, I'm already don't have that much blood left, so it's like maybe don't choke me to death. Dude. But yeah, I got some stitches, and there was glass in my arm for like 2 years. And one day it was like I kind of felt it, and I did one of these. I just pulled out the last piece of glass out of my arm.
Well, that is a hilarious story, first of all.
Yeah.
I've seen you when you are in put your hand through glass mode. And I've seen, I mean, you wouldn't know because I'm normally like in the corner of the room, like, please don't let him see me.
Yep.
Because he might try to hug me too hard or something, and I just can't handle it. You're a monster.
I love a good hug. I love a fucking good hug, dude.
No, I could definitely see you doing that, though. I don't think I was there for that. I'm not 100% sure, but
at least not that late. You might have been there at some point, but I don't know. It was like 2 a.m. You probably would have been.
8:30. I was probably in bed that night.
You're like, everyone's already fucking hammered, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, pretty insane. Anyways, I finished my real estate class this week.
Nice.
Officially, all I have to do is take the test, which only a third of people pass. So that's definitely exciting.
If you fail it, do you have to take the entire class again, or can you just take
you can take it
test
4 times in 1 year. And if you fail all 4, you have to take the class again.
Yeah.
And there was a girl in my webinar that was like, I failed it. It fucking sucked. I was like, oh, God, I get it. Why you did, though. Because she was like, oh, my God, that's so LOL. I'm like, oh, what?
I mean, to fail it 4 times, you might as well just go back to Dairy Queen. Like,
I know.
I mean, how hard is it? Like,
yeah.
How many questions?
150.
Easy.
105 state exam, 45 state, 105 national. I'm not going to pass it. I'm just calling it right now.
I think you are, dude. You have a pretty good memory about some things, especially because you want it too. Like,
yeah, true.
Don't be a fucking idiot and just read the book.
Yeah, true.
Day before, and you'll be good, dude.
I want money, and I want a lot of it.
Exactly.
I want a lot of fucking money, you know?
Exactly. That's all we want in this world.
Yeah. One other highlight from my week.
Mm-hmm.
So I got home from the store the other day, and I bring in the groceries, and my mom goes out to help, and she comes in, and she's like, Rob, there's a guy stuck in the ditch. You have to help him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I walk out the back door, and my neighbor had gotten Uber Eats or something, DoorDash, not sponsored, so fuck them. And his driveway.
What if I just didn't tell you and I was like, no
don't say that.
Both of them are sponsoring this podcast.
Here's $1 to promote it to your fans. That's what they would be saying. But
literally.
So use our code fucking idiots 20. Well, his driveway goes to the right, and you know that grass in between gets pretty like deep, especially when it's wet.
It's a borderline ditch.
It ends up in a ditch. This dude gets wedged, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh God.
Uh-oh.
I didn't even want to say it because I feel like I've been horribly offensive. I was talking shit. I wasn't even talking shit about gay people earlier, but I had to make it about that. Anyway, so this like super nice small Asian man who spoke like 30% of English. You know what I mean? Like he was at like a 3 out of 10 and doing his best, but just so agreeable and not like, I don't want to say he was bowing because it wasn't that, but like he like felt so bad. He kept like, you know what I mean? Like it was just, It was super uncomfortable, and they ended up having to call. He like let my neighbor get in his driver's seat and try to unwedge the car.
Man,
it was just stuck so bad, and he kept trying to help, but he would like go to hold the cardboard under the wheel and be like standing kind of in front of the car. He'd be like, "All right, go." I'm like, "Hey, back the fuck up before you get run over." Where do you think this car is going to go if it gets a little... You're hoping for traction? Where's it going to go, dude?
Yeah, you're going to lose your hips after this car.
It's like, oh, thank God your car isn't stuck. Now can we call a flight for life for this guy who's dying in the driveway?
At least he doesn't have a car that's stuck, and that's more important. One thing at a time, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know where they land the fucking helicopter, but...
Oh, man, that was right outside your house, too?
It was next door, yeah. Or it was in between my house and my neighbor's.
Your mom is a fucking saint because I guarantee you if that ever happened near my house, I would just close the blinds and the fucking curtains, and I'd be like, back to Sopranos. Thank you.
I went out and tried. I pushed a little bit. I'd like put some weight on the tire that was spinning, this and that. And so finally we're like, we just got to call a tow truck. Mm-hmm. And I thought he was going to follow my neighbor inside. He, like, walked him all the way up to his door. My neighbor was like, okay, I'll be out in a few. I'm going to go call the guy. And so finally they showed up. My mom's like, go help him. I'm like, the tow truck driver? Like, what the fuck am I going to do, you know?
Just guide him in, Rob. Just
like, no, you got to strap it like this. Like, I have any idea what I'm talking about.
For sure. That's so fucking funny. Your mom is so fucking nice.
Just get out there and help.
Honestly, though, she's nice when you're the one doing the work. Does that make sense? Like,
that's a great point.
She's like, I'm an angel. Do my bidding. And you're like, wait, who's really nice here? Am I?
She's a restaurant manager, and she'll come home from work sometimes, and she'll like start handing me duties to accomplish around the house. And I'm like, you're not at work anymore, okay? I worked all day too. You fucking do the dishes.
Dude, I don't want to keep rambling here, but Steph one time said something to me that, I used to work super early in the morning, like 3 in the morning. And everybody that I worked with, when I first started that shift, they were like, Steph's not going to get it. Like, she's going to, every one of us is with somebody that we've had a moment where they just don't understand how fucking tired you can be, and you're always napping because you're just fucking trying to catch up and whatever.
Well, it's not a nap. It's a night's sleep during the day. You know what I mean?
So I remember them telling me that, and I was like, oh, whatever. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Well,
she's different.
One day, I don't even know if I said that, but I probably had some arrogant fucking, attitude about it. Like, oh yeah, well, you guys are married to idiots, and my angel is never going to be mean. Well, one day I came home and took a nap like I normally would because I was, going off of 2.5 hours sleep. Yep. And she came home from work and just so matter-of-factly, she was like, what did you do today? And I was like, I'm like groggy. I'm like, what? What happened? And she's like, what did you do? I'm like, I worked, and then did I do something wrong? Like, I don't know what is going on. She's like, oh, I just thought maybe since you got home so early. I'm like, I took a nap though. And then I started to feel like, oh, she's accusing me of like
being
not
lazy.
Yeah, exactly. So then of course I get like aggressive about it, and I'm like, dude, what did I do today? I fucking went to work, fucking came home, put some food on the table. I was just like, I was so aggravated because I don't even know if she meant it. Maybe she had a bad day. I can't really remember. But I remember coming in the next day and I was like, you fellas were right.
You guys were so right.
She asked me, what did you do today? And they were like, we knew it. We knew it.
Not that. Not the what did you do today. Yeah. That moment, it's almost like drugs, dude. That moment when like everything's kind of chill and then it's like it's about to get angry, right?
Yeah.
When she's like, no. What did you do today? And in your head, you're like, is this about to happen? Like, are we about to do this? There's like no better feeling in the world, bro.
Dude, I definitely was like, what do you mean, what did I do today? Like, it's a Tuesday. I went to work. what else did I need to do today?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But like
wake her ass up at 2:30 in the morning and be like, hey, Steph, what'd you do overnight?
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck'd you do overnight?
It was just,
you were sleeping?
It was one of those things, man, where she just lived at a different time frame than me. And she just had a moment where she's always just very accommodating and like,
oh, dude,
she's
of course.
super sweet about everything. But for some reason that one day she just was like, I think she woke up, or I think she got off work and she was like, I think I'll start a fight. I think that's what I'll do.
Today's the day.
So she just came home and just asked that one question, and I was like, what?
Dude, that what?
What did I do today?
What do you mean,
like,
what did
I'm on the couch. I have a blanket.
Yeah.
What do you mean, what did I do today? Yeah,
but
dude,
then as soon as you're like, what do you mean? They're like, oh, here we go. Here we go. The worst person ever being a jerk to me, even though I'm perfect.
Dude, the one thing about us that, I mean, you've seen it in person. We fucking go ham sometimes about some things that mean nothing. Like, we're just, we'll bicker at each other, and then legit, like nothing happened. 5 seconds later, she'll be like, do you want a pot pie or not? Yeah. I'll be like, yeah, I'll take one. Thank you. You look beautiful.
Lake City.
Yeah, yeah, no. All right, we fucking rambled too long. It's we're like 40 minutes in at this point, so we got to make this fucking fast. So it's time for Fucking Idiot of the Week.
That guy's a fucking idiot.
There you go. All
Nailed it.
That seemed a little too long, but whatever. Maybe I'll cut it in post.
I did feel like I waited an extra second.
It's all right. All right, fucking idiot. You got one?
I do.
Go first? You want to go second? Those are the only options.
Mine's.
I love that joke.
What if I want to go third, Jordan?
I don't know. I don't have two, so I can't go twice.
God damn it!
I just need like 5 minutes to recuperate. Anyway,
jeez, what did you do before we did this podcast?
What did you do today?
What did you do today?
That's the fucking worst sentence to say.
Oh,
just honestly,
I'm fired up.
Anybody anybody listening to this, tell your significant other at some point when they've clearly maybe had a bad day, maybe haven't done enough, or what they used to do. Just ask very calmly, "What did you do today?"
What did you do today?
Yeah, and then when they seem confused, just kind of double down.
My favorite way to start a fight. My favorite way to start a fight is just to ask two people in a group who would win in a fight between the two of them, because it's like 7 out of 10 times at least that's going to result in a fight, unless you've got someone that's like truly self-deprecating and funny. Yeah, but you just be like, man, so for example, you versus Jared in a fight, who would win?
I don't want to be disparaging to anybody, in this format, but I would make Jared eat the bark off of a tree.
Ooh, man, that would be impressive. I guarantee you his answer is probably pretty different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then you get a fight. You know.
Now when I see him next time, I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
Yeah, you're gonna need to, because he's coming at you with a left hook. So
he's also wait a minute. He's in Cabo for like 2 weeks. He's not gonna be back till like the 6th. What if he's actually training in Cabo to make me eat the bark off a tree? Anyway, all right, fucking idiot. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Yeah. So mine's a little unconventional this week, because technically this is not a very good person.
Sure.
Okay.
O.J.
And
Simpson,
glorifying them. What'd you say?
What? Nothing. Go ahead.
What's wrong with OJ? He's a legend.
Yeah. I heard
he don't take no shit from nobody.
No, he definitely does not, especially not ex-wives or Jewish friends.
Well, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit, Jordan. So anyway, who would have known a rhyme would have won in that case? So some fucking Dr. Seuss ass shit. So my fucking idiot this week is someone who, saw an opportunity and took it.
Can I guess who it is?
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg.
No, not Mark Zuckerberg.
Damn it. I've seen that movie. I know all. I know.
Oh, it's so good. Justin Timberlake was so mad. Wait.
Jesse Eisenberg?
No. Who's the third guy? Andrew Garfield was so mad, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
So good. Anyways, we are way ADD tonight.
Fuck, dude.
Big time. So let's just breathe together for a second.
Yeah.
So we've all heard of Robin Hood, right?
Yep.
Who took from the rich and gave to the poor.
Yep.
Well, my modern day Robin Hood this week took from the richest and kind of just gave to herself a little bit and also benefited other people. But Lorianne Talons.
I don't know who that is.
Middle-aged mother.
Oh, I thought it was like a celebrity or something. Like,
No. She was an entrepreneur, we'll say. You've heard of extreme couponing, right?
I have, and I don't have any idea how to do it. So go ahead.
Time, patience, or understanding of it. Me neither. It's crazy. But
confusing.
These ladies,
somehow,
I shouldn't say these ladies, men too.
Somehow the grocery stores are like paying you to take their grapes.
Yeah. You got $400 worth of groceries, and they're giving you $61 back. And it's like, I don't know how it's possible. I feel like I would like to get into it, but it's legal. They don't stop them from doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's confusing. I don't get it.
Well, there's these groups on the internet where you can like trade coupons and buy real coupons. It's like, it's insane.
It's Pokemon cards all over again. Just
basically, right? Except real value, right?
Sure. They don't have real value.
Well, that's true. I guess
dude, there's some
Pokemon
fucking
cards have more value.
There's some weebs right now listening like, fuck you, Robbie.
Sorry, Stu. But you weeb. Our girl Lorianne Talons took her knowledge of the internet and design and started making her own coupons, counterfeit coupons.
Nice. Okay? She's fucking catch me if you can in right now.
Catch me if you can in this bitch, except this like random like middle-aged lady you'd see just looks like a normal crazy-ass couponing hoe, you know what I mean? is the mastermind of all masterminds when it comes to the coupon scam.
Sure.
So she made her own and figured out a way to make the barcodes do what she wanted. So she could program them to take off certain amounts and stuff.
Sure.
So for example, $25 box of diapers, she would get $24.99 off. She was handing out the coupons that were worth more than what it was worth. So she'd go in and buy something and get $100 back as well as the thing because she made it on her computer.
Dude. First of all, how fucking dumb do you have to be as a cashier to not think that there may be something? I'm going to call a manager over here, please.
I agree, but also there's some there's legitimate these people that do that for real.
Sure,
you know what I mean. And
I'm just
like
I'm just going to double
deals
check
and stuff.
I'm going to call fucking Larry over here so he can fucking sign off on this.
But she was a fucking Vincent Van Gogh. And they believed it. They looked like real coupons. It's scanned in the computer, which is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
If I'm at work and someone hands me a coupon, I don't give a. Let's be honest. Do you think the guy working the cashier at Walmart gives a fuck? Right?
No, for sure.
They're like, oh, here's your $3,000 back on your Snuggie that you got for free, even though it's only $39.99.
Sure.
They don't give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
So here's the numbers. Are you ready? Staggering numbers. I'll start with what she made in counterfeit coupons. $31.8 million worth of coupons in like services rendered or whatever, and the change that these people got and the discounts they got. She had subscribers on the internet that would buy these off of her. She made over $400,000. Okay.
Dude, what are we doing with our lives?
I know. It's like, well, to be fair, she got caught.
Yeah.
And when they found her, they like found her home littered with coupons, mostly counterfeit.
She's wearing like a suit made out of coupons.
Yeah, literally. They said it. It was like in her pockets, in her car, like in the cracks in the house, in the sofa. There was just coupons fucking everywhere.
She's like spackling the wall with coupons.
Yeah. It's like, is it worth it at that point? Is it really worth it? And you're just living in filth. But they found like $1 million in counterfeit coupons at her residence when they caught her. She only got 2 years in jail.
Dude, that's worth it, bro.
Definitely worth it.
She was living like a queen.
Going out to dinner, going on vacations, all funded by these coupons, right? But
she probably went to jail and she's like, I have a get out of jail free card.
They were like, boop. Oh, here's $15. Nice to see you. No, she's actually in jail for 12 years.
Oh, no.
Her husband's in jail for 8 because, she only got 2 years for the coupons where she really, made her money, $400,000, $32 million in discounts. Mm-hmm. But she also scammed the government out of like $43,000 in Medicaid or something like that. And so for that $43,000, she's going to jail for 10 more years.
Man, you know what? Icarus, dude. She flew too close to the sun. She fucking could have made a fucking killing. She could have made just like $100,000 a year and no one would fucking even care. Mm-hmm. But because she fucking tried to be fucking the Bill Gates of fucking couponing, that's when you get caught. Yeah, that's when you get caught. But
you know what? She stuck it to the man. As you know, I got twice the groceries from Walmart that I ordered a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to think that her and I really have like breathed some of the same air. You know what I mean? Like we're...
One time we went to Butera.
Uh-oh.
And there was this is when Steph and I were like super into keto. We were just fucking eating bacon with bacon bits on top of it. Like we were we had bacon in the house all the time. And one of the times we went there, they had a pack of like 10 pounds of bacon for like a flat fee. And we were buying the little pack. So it was like, we're going to use it, whatever. So we do it. Yeah. It was like $30, I think, something like that. I don't remember exactly how much it was. Maybe we'll just say 50 just to round it out. So we go to the fucking dude. So we go to the register, and whenever we go shopping, because it takes fucking way too long for us to realize we don't have food anymore, it's always like fucking hundreds of dollars.
Yes,
we're just like we're there, we're hungry for some reason, so we're getting like 4 different kinds of Go-Gurt, like we're just getting all sorts of food, and I'm not too jazzed about the price that we're about to spend right now.
Of course,
and the fucking bacon is like the last thing about the scan. So it's like, dude, it's like $194. Beep, it's gonna fucking be $196. And I know it's gonna jump up to $250 immediately because it was like $199, and I'm like, here it comes. Like I don't fucking even want to see it. It's like $199, and it was like $200 after the bacon. And I was like, what just fucking happened? So I look at Steph. She obviously realized it too because we were just getting sadder as the fucking the total was getting higher.
Yeah,
and I'm like, Steph, just pay the nice lady.
Let's
pay
get
her.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So dude, we get in the car and I am just fucking on cloud 9. I am fucking so excited. We just got fucking $50 worth of bacon for $1. Freaking the fuck out. But then my greedy ass thinks, let's go back in and get some more bacon. And so I go back in, and this is me flying too close to the sun, right? Yep. I go back in, grab another pack, and I'm like, here we go. I got my $1 ready. And it scans as 50. And I'm like, I don't, you know what? We don't actually need this much bacon. So I just like gave it back to the lady. And so I walked out thinking like, yep, I shouldn't have tried that because now it looks like fucking fishy that I fucking did that. And so we left with the $1 for $50 worth of bacon. And the moral of the story is that bacon was gross. I don't know.
Was it really?
Like, it wasn't packaged the way that like Oscar Mayer would do it. It was literally just like bacon in like a giant bag. Like in a block in a bag. And so like we had to like fucking package it ourselves, and like we weren't getting all the air out, so by the time we were even eating it, it was fucking gross. The whole time I was like, we deserve it, we're idiots. But sure. I think it was because the cashier didn't fucking notice, because why would she? She's getting fucking $6 an hour to fucking stand there. So dude, that's a good story. I mean, I'm happy for her. Lori Andrews or whatever the fuck you said her name was.
Glad she's in jail though. I feel like you do the crime, you do the time.
Oh, for sure, dude. You gotta fucking do the time. Catch Me If You Can. I mean, I love that movie. So
let me ask you a quick question that I've been asking people real quick before we get. This is a long episode. Every now and then it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's okay.
If you had a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your child murdered somebody in cold blood, not like was fighting someone off and they hit, like the other person hit their head and like, you know, you find out that they died or something like that. I'm talking like your kid kills someone either by a grave mistake that they made or on purpose. Are you turning them into the police?
100%. Mostly because I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't do anything.
I agree.
I get immunity. I'm going to rat you out. There's actually,
Is there a reward? You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking?
In high school, I remember there was something that happened where a friend of mine did something that got everybody in trouble. And I got pulled into the fucking dean's office.
No, you didn't.
Dude, I got pulled into the dean's office, and I was thinking, there's no way I'm ratting on my boy. There's no way. And he was like, who did it? And I was like, he did it. I just immediately fucking flipped. And, like, there's a part of me that was like, yeah, I'm surviving. I didn't do it, so why the fuck would I take the fall?
Yeah, why would I take the fall? Exactly.
And then right afterwards, I was like, oh, this is what, like, mobsters get mad about. I didn't even fucking give it a thought. I immediately was like, yep, my friend did it. Not me. I got to go to gym. Hilarious. I'll see ya.
Well, I had that. Sawyer asked me. He's like, you love me no matter what? I'm like, yeah, of course. He's like, what if I killed someone?
Dude, what is with Sawyer?
I swear to God, he asks the weirdest fucking questions. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'd still love you to death, but I would also turn your ass into the police. But then I'd come visit you in prison. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be there for you until you got out, maybe. But if you murder someone in cold blood, you deserve to go to jail.
Yeah.
You know?
You're not nice. Something bad happened. And like you said, sometimes, dude, how many people are in jail right now for like one dumb mistake? Mm-hmm. Ugh. I can't. It makes me not want to go outside because I'm like, what am I going to accidentally do on accident that gets me in trouble? Anyway, I don't want to do it. But I think you got to. You do the crime, you do the time. I mean, that's a
Gerardo not turning in his son. So if you know him, he's a piece of shit and will cover up a murder for you. So if you need him to do that, just, you know. I just am encouraging you to, you know, face it. Like, turn yourself in. Yeah. And just, you know, if you maybe go to jail for 12 years, we'll make the best to your 40s. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Sure. Yeah. Ugh, God. We could do a whole podcast on how scared I am of prison. So.
But if Sawyer's printing fake coupons, I'm not turning his ass in.
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He took me to Cabo, probably. You know, I'm not going to.
He's got like a pilot's license. He's fucking just hanging out, doing whatever he wants.
I'm not exchanging those steak dinners for, you know, visiting him in prison. So, anyways, we've been doing this for what, like 6 hours now? Go ahead and do your fucking idiot.
All right, my fucking idiot. I think I've picked a few celebrities. And this is no different. He's a man that you don't really think of that often, but really he has a soft spot. Wait, we have a soft spot in all of our hearts for him. Michael J. Fox. Everybody loves him, right? Dude. I mean, like fucking Alex P. Keaton, fucking Marty McFly. That guy from fucking Spin City. I don't know what he was on that show.
He was an editor. I know that for sure.
Was it? I don't remember that show at all.
It's a newspaper.
So anyway, he was 23 years old on Back to the Future, which is crazy because 23. 6 years later, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And fucking dude, what a brutal fucking way to go through life. Anyway, that's not why he's my fucking idiot, because I feel bad for him. But he's my fucking idiot because he's 60 years old right now. Wow. For fucking the last 31 years, he is, formed a Michael J. Fox Foundation. He just hosted another like fundraising gala with fucking Sting and a bunch of other people that like are fucking celebrities. And he's raised over $1.5 billion for like research to fucking cure this shit.
Holy shit.
Dude, it's fucking cool. Like I feel so bad for people that struggle with any sort of thing like that, and then like we just keep dumping money into something that's just so fucking difficult to I guess get a grasp of. I don't really know how it works, but I don't know if you know anybody with Parkinson's or I've ever seen anybody with Parkinson's, but it's just fucking, dude, it's so brutal. It's
seriously.
I accidentally was we went to Potawatomi one time. And there was a guy on the elevator with us who I thought was trashed. Like, he was just moving around funny and just being goofy. So he got off the elevator, and I looked at Steph and her mom and her sister, and I was like, look at that guy. And they were all, dude, this is like the worst feeling when you just don't know, right? I'm like, that guy obviously is on something. What a crazy fuck. I said something terrible, and all three of them, like, dead face, were just like, he has Parkinson's. And I was like, God damn it. I didn't fucking know. How was I supposed to know? I just thought he was, like, drunk. He was moving all weird. Anyway, he didn't look the way that I tip. Anyway, I don't want to. It doesn't matter. So he's my fucking idiot for just being a fucking great dude and just trying to be, a savior to a lot of people that have a fucking terrible situation in their lives.
Yeah, and I don't know what Parkinson's is, but it's like you have to commend him for being able to work so well with an alcohol addiction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know if you've ever seen him on a red carpet, but it's like he's got some shaky hands, dude. It's like he needs a drink right now. You know
I
what
think
I'm saying?
so, dude.
But whatever Parkinson's is, my heart goes out to him, and God, it's so sad. I just wish he could kick the booze so, his body would just let him heal, but
For sure. Hey, fun fact about him. Did you know he's Canadian?
Fuck him, dude.
Yeah, I didn't think.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Back to the Future can suck a fucking dick. You
Honestly,
know what I mean?
you can go back to Canada if you want. I
Yeah,
could care
I'm
less.
not. Oh man, the things in my head that I'm like. Sometimes when I say just the worst things ever, I'm like, what doesn't make it out? Like, how bad of a person am I that there are things that I'm like, oh, I better not say that. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
What am I thinking?
There are times when I say those bad things, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, it got out. Fuck.
Everybody knows, yeah. Like, for like 2 minutes, I was debating that Michael J. Fox joke. I was like, should I say it? Should I not? And I just went for it, and I could not feel worse about it, but also I'm happy I said it. Kind of.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucked up. Yeah, dude, straight up. Because not only is he just Teen Wolf, you know what I mean?
Oh, dude, I totally forgot about Teen Wolf.
The way he plays Chuck Berry's music on the guitar in Back to the Future right before he almost bangs his mom or whatever, after he almost bangs his mom.
Yeah.
Is like that scene, the hop that he's, I don't know, just it's so amazing.
It's iconic as fuck, dude. Like, there's not a lot of movies that make like a universal, like everybody loves that movie.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't make any sense.
Would you say 29?
29
when he was
diagnosed
diagnosed with Parkinson's, dude. Oh.
Yeah.
It's like a guy like that.
I'm sure it got like worse over time. Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm not
100%
sure, but
Parkinson's just ravages your like neurological system, dude. It's so.
I've seen a video of a guy who like never ever had marijuana in his life.
Yes.
That like couldn't control himself. He had one drop on his tongue and like was just chill. He was just literally was just chill.
It's like, wow, my muscles feel good. I saw that. I don't know the full extent of the truth on those because I feel like I believe them because it does obviously make a chemical reaction in your brain when you ingest or whatever marijuana. But it's like, if that's true, that blows my mind, And I wish it worked that way for everyone because I don't think it works for everyone like that.
Sure. Yeah. He just gets more paranoid, but still can't stop like, controlling himself. Anyway, we don't know enough about this topic. So.
No, definitely not. I just know that it's really hard on your life, and to be 29, bro, it's like I think about a guy like that who has so much to offer and experiences so much life, and then probably appreciates life so much more because of having Parkinson's and having to deal with that.
Yeah.
And then it's like I can't even put a cheeseburger down long enough to make sure I live to 50 to see my son graduate high school. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit just kicks me right in the teeth.
I just feel like Michael J. Fox is probably lucky that he never was on a movie set with Alec Baldwin at this point. Just because, you never know when anything is going to strike at this point.
Honestly, for Michael J. Fox, being on a movie set with Alec Baldwin is more risky than having Parkinson's disease. You know.
All right, the podcast is over. I don't know.
Should not be fun. I feel so bad for that lady that died, dude.
For sure, dude. I can't. All right, we have to end this before we literally cancel ourselves. All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening, or probably shutting it off in a fit of rage.
I'm sorry for listening. Yeah. If you're listening.
Send us an email, please, or not. Please, maybe not. twofuckingidiots@gmail.com. Like us on Instagram. Or just, leave a mean comment.
Yeah, please do. We love you guys. Thank you for listening.
We will see you guys soon.
Oh, we'll see you in a couple days. Bye.
Peace.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two